all engage in perfect, wholesome actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of Buddha.
Sanje Chetan Tsoge Chonam La
Chanchu Badu Nang Gyapsi She Da Ge Chinin
Kisi Jive Sanam Jen Dora Pende Sam Dora Jo Sanje Chetan Tsoge Chonam La
Chanchu Badu Nang Gyapsi She Da Ge Chinin Give Sonam Ge Dora Pende Sange Doba Sho
Sanje Chetan
Soni Chonam La Chanchu Badu Nang Gyapsi She
Da Ge Chetan Jive
Sonam Ge Dora Pende Sange Doba Sho.
I think the Southeast Asia, huh? Huh? Southeast Asia. So you have been discussing or talking on the preparation for the Lamrim path to enlightenment. Is it right? Yeah. So I'm supposed to speak. I'm supposed to say something today. I open my mouth and see what comes. I hope it doesn't come through nose. Just for the mouth, not together. Won't be clear. Crowded, you see. Okay, yeah. So I don't have much to say. I thought of this Lama Zopa advice, the using the suffering in the path to enlightenment was the short advice that I had in the Kaban old book, but there's new book, but old book. Because I came here just for operation. So then I stayed here, so the text, so usually I get him in the text. I'm the only one in the world. So I bring all my library with me. Way about trouble. So one time His Holiness mentioned in the teaching, Buddhgaya, a person traveling, so maybe not studying normally, so traveling with many books. It was mentioned one time. So that was me. Nepal is the airport. At the very beginning, beginnings. I was carrying text, it's a long text, special Tibetan text, you see, there in the Tibetan paper. So then at the beginning they think, nobody carries many texts in the bag. So then they think I'm stealing or taking something precious thing from Nepal to outside Nepal, you see, maybe to sell, So they were checking. The men, as customers saying, they can't take over. It was a doubt, because you don't normally see other people carrying many texts. So in the early times like that, but now totally changed. I think they developed. But in the past, they check the luggage. Okay, so in Australia, when I went first time to Australia, I think the first time first time, I think. That custom man, they asked me, the very serious question, did you pack up this? Did you pack up your things, my things, and suitcase? Did you pack up by yourself? They asked me. Because it was Peter. That time, Peter, director of Material Project, I mean, even before that, he packed up. So now I don't pack up. So I don't know what to answer. Maybe yes. They very precisely ask. I mean, they don't ask normally other questions to other people. I don't think so. Other people should pack by themselves. So why is they to ask that? Did you pack by yourself? So then they found out the mandala. I was carrying mandala that time. So there was many grain, rice. You can't bring food in Australia. So then he opened this, then he said, then I was on the desk, you see, I said, I don't mind going to prison. I don't mind going to prison as long as you can practice Dharma. I thought, as long as you can practice Dharma, I don't mind going to prison. I thought that. Then he was checking the mandala. Then somebody came, one man came, then the senior man came. So he said, let's go. Then he said, don't bring this future. He said, don't bring this. Then he wrote down the address, my address, Jail's in, Queensland. He wrote down and put the post, so he put inside. That's it. So then that man said, let's go. So then, I don't know. I have well, that's, maybe it's okay. I have a black bottle this much. So when I was leaving from Dharamsala, so my root guru, Lama Guru, asked some people, and so Rinpoche said hot from Lord Dharamsala. In the bottle, Rinpoche said hot. Yeah, so to use for my practice to drink, you see. So I had a little bottle of that, mixed with the inner offerings, and well, that time I wasn't just too lazy as I am now, but during the short self-initiation, very short, so I used for that. So they asked, what is this? Oh, this is the water. Because it mixed with the inner offering pill, so it's become like mud. Like you put some mud, liquid mud, mud. So because it mixed with the inner offering pill, you see. So, yeah, become black, you see. So I said, it's the water. He didn't bother. I think it's strange. So he didn't bother. He didn't ask any further questions. That's it. That's a story. Okay. Yeah, then motivation. Yeah, then, not they could not qualified to listen to teaching. Then just even you achieve say, blissful state of peace, or, liberation or samsara. Is not called that. That's just yourself seeking happiness for oneself. Not even that. So the purpose of life is to benefit others, and to benefit, not to benefit others. To purpose is to stop giving harm others. Stop giving harm others and benefit others. These two words contains the whole entire Buddha Dharma. Stop giving harm others, and that includes the the whole entire teaching. 84,000 teachings, Buddha, divided in three: the lesser teachings and the Great Vehicle Teaching Sutra and the Great Vehicle Teaching Tantra. So those condensed into a Lamb of the path to enlightenment, Lamrim, graduate path to enlightenment. So that comes in the Jews from the Lamrim Bahata, graduate path to three capable beings. Three, as that translation is a Jews from the Lamrim Bahata, three graduate path to three capable beings. Capable beings. I don't know, there's some other translation, but we're all time from Dhamma. So capable beings. Jews capable. So the ordinary capable beings is only whose motivation of living life is only for this life, only to achieve the happiness of this life. Just that ordinary human beings, same as the ants, same as the mouse, same as the cockroach, same as the all those ants, tiniest insect, and then the large, the sharks or the like mountains in the ocean, so ordinary beings, just run over food. I mean, just for happiness life, to achieve just the happiness life. There's nothing else. So that's special. So even you have a human body. Even you have human body, you have billion, zillion, trillion dollars, or even you have a science degree was so famous with this and that, but the motivation is just that, no difference from animal. Or then, it's exact same as what they, it's only to work for happiness in life. All the ordinary beings, that's ordinary capable beings. And then you give a signal, then the three capable beings. Greater part of three capable beings as you renounce the being attached, clinging the happiness of this life. Then see the happiness of the future life, never human, but the future life. Then secondly, you renounce it's even better than before. They renounce the samsara pleasure. Samsara pleasure, it's temporary. Because why is it temporary? Because it's suffering nature. If it's not suffering nature, it can only be temporary. It will be the pleasure everlasting. So like the nirvana, liberation of samsara, it's everlasting. So you have forever. So, but it's not. It's temporary. So because why is it temporary? Because nature is suffering. Suffering will change. Free from the free from the samsara plateau there. That, you see. So, oceans of samsara suffering, then you look for ultimate happiness, the everlasting happiness, or the blissful peace for oneself. Or then the next one is even you renounce that. If you renounce that, third capability, you renounce that. See, so there's a total renounce selfish mind, self-checking thought. So, so you renounce totally. The seeking the blissful state of peace for oneself. So total renounce that on is seeking enlightenment. Peerless happiness, total cessation of obscuration, gross and subtle. Then total the realization, total completion of the path. But yeah, so sangye, so for sentient beings, for not reals, for sentient beings, for every helpings, for every hungry thoughts, for every animal, every mosquito, every ant, the sentient beings, or something nice, but you don't relate to each being that go around you, or bite you, and bite your feet, you see, then you get angry. The mosquitoes, they won't have good sleep. Then they say, want to kill, very angry, not leaving you quiet, not leaving you to be quiet. Yes, good sleep. Anyway, on every human being, the numberless universe, the numberless human beings, not only this world, the numberless Surah beings, numberless Surah, everyone has treating everyone has for every sentient being, only to free from oceans of samsara suffering and to bring to enlightenment. Wow, for that. So this gets first one, a small capable being, middle one, ding, middle capable being, then third one, chimbos, a great capable being, this one. Oh yeah, so then that comes into the small capable being, a middle capable being, or that goes, those two parts goes into the advice to not harm others, goes into that. Then to benefit others, that goes to the Jivichimbo, Lamrim, the greater part, see, or the great capable being. All that one goes inside, benefit others. So whole entire Lamrim, whole entire Dharma goes into two advice, benefit to not harm and benefit others. Oh, so that. So then I got to bring everyone to the peerless happiness. And total cessation of obscuration, gross subtle, then completion of realization, sangye. So, everyone to bring there by oneself alone, they were must achieve enlightenment, they were going to get the room, teaching, okay? I didn't get room of this first. I don't know what that's maybe not enough time, but I will try to quickly, but I don't have a room of this. I didn't receive all transmission. this advice. Advice, kaza. I thought to read some advice. The Lama Zopa I didn't find it. Just before coming down, I looked but didn't find it. This is Geshe Lamrim in Tibet, Debung. Oh, the incredible hard time in Tibet. Well, difficult to give teachings public. So hard. Well, I think he gave many teachings to other monks and the lay. So we practiced, practiced iti realization, practiced, iti bodhicitta, so forth, and who practiced Lamrim Tantra. So Geshe Lamrim also he wrote few texts. So this part collection, so it just says rangsum chol kwe ningdam heart advice, pursuing one's mind in Dharma, Holy Dharma. So I thought to go a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, probably there will be never be enough time. Then I have to speak while you are dreaming, while you're in sleep. Then I continue while you're dreaming, especially. And yeah, okay. Namaguru, Lama Zopa Seje Tamje Seje Bemo Kuwe Takjete. At the lotus feet of Guru, victorious one Buddhas, Sejes, Bodhisattvas, to all. They feet I bow down and prostrate. Lobel Lamchu Mugu Simjita Chela Tuji Kulme Jade Dang Lobel Lamchu Mugu Simjita. This incredible ignorant, so as I stubborn, so ignorant. Yeah, unbelievably ignorant, so hard, like a rock, you see. Like the heavy stone entered the ocean, even eons ago entered the ocean, still heavy, So not soft as mind, you see. So ignorant simgita. So I don't know. I have learned well the grammar or the poems or these things. So I didn't really learn. So the horse of then they ride on. So ignorant mind. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Who entered your mind is who entered in the wrong path. In order to pursue, in order to bring in the Holy Dharma, then means Wilder, the Wilder, was it? You, the iron, something that you beat, the Wilder, What's it? Wilder, Will. Yeah, will. Yeah. So this iron, you bring up. You see, to pursue gurmas, to pursue the mind, to pursue the mind in holy Dharma, to bring in the holy Dharma. Yeah. Kana tena turi tabesa. Kana tena turi tabesa. Yuji jembe lamden givishi. Shunyo wata sanam droyi tsuji nyewe ji yingdami yinzan. Contenance, whom you rely upon, the virtuous friend, who yuji timilamde, who who bring you, who guide you in a short time. The virtuous friend who revealed the path, revealed the path that guides you without taking much of just short time, bring you to the upper realm, Devahimin, then Tarvasas, then at the state of liberation. You see, who bring them. Then you never in the meat. This other. Then you see, please correctly, without an action, like the Kadamba Geshe Chayurwa Shunuwe, like how he, like, Shunan Norsang, Dr. Then Buddhist Auskran, the military part, those examples, who follow Guru. Unbeliever says it's totally sacrifice one's life. Unbeliever. So Kadamba Geshe knew him. All that with thought action, correctly please. With thought action, like the Kadamba Geshe Chayurwa Shunuwe. That's my heart advice. Mandalam the Chijalamache, Jamudevi Ngoyimena. Chichiku Cheve, Jawakun Chedan, Manalam the Chijalamache, Jaguntevi Ngoyin Benas, the Lord or perfect Guru, Lama J. The kind Guru, kind perfect kind, perfect Guru, who revealed the unmistakable path, is the essence encompassing all the victorious ones, Buddhas. So by offering to only that, then no differences. You make offering to numberless Buddhas. All the victorious ones, means all the Buddhas. No difference. It's my heart advice. So it is said, Sutra Dongboka Vito. Sutra, and it said, serving the Guru is obtaining the enlightenment, Buddhahood. Serving the Guru. Dhammagavita, it says, serving the Guru is obtaining the Buddhahood. So here, the exactly same, serving the numberless Buddhas, all the Buddhas, no difference, same. Of course, not only that, then offering one candy, or say, even a piece of orange, or fruit, or you see, that you get merit, heavy merit offering to all the Buddhas. Not on that, but greater, greater unbelievable, greater merit than heavy merit offering to numberless Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Then numberless statues, stupas, sculpture, Buddha. Oh, so much more than that you could merit. So even putting the, robes the Guru's wearing, were trying to help to put on, or the shoes, or you're trying to help to put to the shoes or the feet, or whatever service, even little service like that, even candy or offering water. Or then you could make much more higher merit than merit offering to not only Sam. Sam is merit offering to all the Buddhas, yes, but even more, so much more than merit offering to numberless Buddha, Sangha, statues, stupas, sculptures. So, for example, one tiny perfume, one tiny scented water, on the tip of the needle, then you offer one pause. The Guru's one pause, or the hair Gurus go pause. Tiny perfume, scented water, tiny one. You offer one pause. Oh, then you collect merit so much more than offered to numberless Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, numberless statues, stupas, sculptures, all that, like that. every single thing in the daily life, or say, so helping to, serving to put the robes on or shoes or whatever, you see, offering one piece of orange or whatever can do. Well, so you become closer to enlightenment. You become closer. Each time you do that, you become closer to enlightenment. So all of that. So here, Lamrim says, "This is my advice." So whatever you're doing, you're doing everything. So all these benefits incredible. But so that means, you see, you concentrate. So. So, for example, if one is offering tea or meal or something, then you see, you think that Guru's holy body, you see, every atom of the holy body is all the Buddhas. Every atom of the Guru's holy body is all the Buddhas. You know, so you are offering to all those Buddhas. That you offer meal, tea or meal, or offer, although you remember, make sure, not just don't distract your mind. Remember during that time offering to all the Buddhas. You remember that. Unbelievable. So before I mentioned this. More merit than offering to numberless Dharma Sangha, numberless statues, stupa, scripture. Well, I mentioned that already. So like that. Unbelievable. So, so should practice all the Guru Yoga practice, all like that. Should do. So that during that time, during the cup of tea or something, you collect most unbelievable you collect. Can you imagine? So here advices, you see. So you concentrate on the Guru. I mean, all your practice, the Guru practice. So you collect the highest meditation, purification, and that. So it's the heart advice. Do you understand? That's important practice in your life. Oh, then, Dharma Japsun Kundu Lama Zopa Rinpoche Mende Namu Jungsang Ve Rang Source in in short, Japsun Kundu Lama Je. In short, the Lama Je's Guru, the perfect Guru, all the three object refuge, all the three object refuge embodied, incommensurable, embodied the perfect Guru. The one, the perfect Guru. If you correctly devote, lesser good temper, then from there, lesser good is all the good things will come. You get all the good things. Lesser good is then you can temporary happiness and ultimate happiness, liberation, and ultimate happiness, and enlightenment. Everything, now, future, everything comes from that. That, you see, your happiness, and you want to cause happiness to others. You know, you want to liberate the sentient beings from Lord, from samsara ocean, from Lord Nirvana to enlightenment. So everything comes from that. Let's so good, let's so all the good things, good injunctions come from that. Oh, like that. Otherwise, then you see, if you don't correctly devote the virtue friend, you know, if you make a mistake, then that you see, then all the undesirable things, yeah. If you were Kasure, teaching the Samaya, the Guru, or angry, heresy, but see, even the snakes can bite you. Even the snakes, you see, it's not normal, the snake bite. But the dead person, even the snakes can bite you. All the undesirable things will happen to you. All the bad things. It is said by Buddha, said, who said, Buddha, Ranga's thoughts and intention, is my advice. You correctly devote your life. You correctly devote to Guru like your life. How important your life you protect also. So correctly devote the Guru. It's my heart advice. It says, did you think it didn't allow to do and if it doesn't do so, she never gave it. You just think it want to in the means. Did you think it didn't allow to do and if it doesn't do so? She never gave it. You just such like this. Good rebirth, you know. Purpose rebirth. That can accomplish immediately, delato, all the wishes, the wishes of achieving happiness. This life, this life and the future lives means is the mentioned about the Lord capable beings is the aims to achieve the happiness of the Devahiman, the happy transmigrant being Devahiman, you see. The happy transmigrant being Devahiman being the happiness, and then you see the middle one, the liberation or some sort of ultimate happiness. And then the third one is great, the enlightenment, peerless happiness. So all that you see. So which this body, which immediately can accomplish the wishes for all the happiness in this life and the future lives. So including enlightenment. So like this body, so difficult to find again. So difficult. Found now, but to find again so so difficult one. So, need to this one is found now, was found now. So, think it to Mandushi, means. So, while you have it, as found now, which is so difficult again. So, during this time, then think it to Mandushi, means. No, then happiness beyond from this life. Beyond from this life, all the future life happiness, and then liberation from samsara, then the enlightenment, everything you see. Then you don't do it. Means then you try to accomplish your wishes, happiness beyond from this life. See, of the enlightenment. So this is my heart advice. But then not just to spend the whole life with like garbage, you see. Like diamond or gold, something useful, I don't know, for garbage can or something, no, like that's like that's unimportant. So kind of waste the human life, totally use human life as garbage. Sort of, I mean, never achieving those happiness beyond from this life, but then only suffering the raw realm, only to use the human body, use the precious human body, just to create the cause, just to create. Well, your thinking is for pleasure, but actually it's using to only to create a cause of this lower realm, suffering the lower realm. So the result is that. So you think it is happiness, but total opposite. So that was with the mindfulness, achieve the. So while you have this, they achieve the happiness from beyond this life. Something like so. Oh, this is my advice. Tanda chichi rawa yutusu, ine jimdi, nimbo maluna, chever dejen rawa mebayi, tushi yudu yongo nindamin. Tanda chichi rawa yutusu. Tanda now, chichi, whatever you do, you have freedom. Whatever you do now, whatever you do, you have freedom. Rama is Nine Jimde Nimba Malne from very inside heart. You zero from very heart. Meaning from very heart. You could say Jim this and Jim put all the effort, not without being lazy, without being distracted in this life. Meaningless work. So from the heart, Jims put all the effort, try was it. So by doing that, if you don't take essence in this life, then even you see, soon the time, how much you wish, but no choice, no freedom. Oh, see, Katori. Even before death, there's sickness, you can't use the body, prostration or other, so many other, you can't use, even sickness or other things before death, even. So when special one thing comes, as a special one death comes, Oh, just come then. How much you wish to practice, but no freedom. Is that times late years or gone. So that time will come to you quickly. So that's my heart advice. So to take the essence, and not right now, take the essence in your life. You know, from the heart to the try very hard to take the essence in life. You know, things are things are making nesul hunguna chine tawe rawa machibe tanda kwambe to the rabdum de sensa symbol jishindami things up making nesul hunguna. So if you fall down in the realm, so no freedom to practice Dharma. You know, in all those realms, you see, those realms are so far away from the freedom to practice Dharma. You know, so far away. You know, never meet Dharma. If you're born human being, but born outside country, or they, you know, fool and but everything, even born human being, but so far from Dharma. So, you know, things are then so down, you know, deep. It's no freedom to separate Dharma. So if you are if you're born, if you fall down in the realm where there is no freedom to practice Dharma, you know, so deep, I said. So, China Tabe Ravama Jivasan, if it happens like this, then your then China is in the future, from now on, then to achieve liberation from samsara, and there's no hope. There's no hope for that. Ramachibe. Tandokabe to the now you have freedom to practice Dharma. You say, now. So now then you rub dim, you see, not being lazy, being kind of distracted with this life system. No. This time while you have freedom to practice Dharma. Now, although you see, Jim, try hard. Since I simple, she's into me. Since I simple, in that way, then. Try to try to achieve the Guru devotion, the root path to enlightenment or renunciation, whether it is the right view, you know. Also the Tangzil path, you know, truth stages. So you try to approach to reach those stages. Sense of simplicity in me. This is my heart advice. Oh, so that yeah, like that, or to be in the Pure Land where you never reborn origins, impossible. So there can be also like that. Anyway, Tsara Tento Devachungi Ju. Tsara Tento Devachungi Ju. Nanda Cheshun Dubi Kapchuna. Yuntung Teti Chezal Pongchu Jang. Gyoji Jiang Medu Ningdam Yinj. Tsara Tento Devachungi Ju. In all the life, the watching with Jews, the cause of cause of rising happiness. The pure Dharma. Pure Dharma. So, if it happens now, completing the pure Dharma, which is the cause from where all the happiness comes, you see? Oh, that. If that is happening now, you know, the pure Dharma, the completion. What's that completion? What the attaining pure Dharma. If this happens now, if this happens now, the practicing pure Dharma, the cause from which all the happiness comes, rises. If this happens now, then even the life is short. Even the life is short. You don't say and even the life is short, and the children point out how much poor you are. You know, how much poor you are. I mean, no home, no. I mean, you know, everything poor. I mean, miserable living, poor, beggar. I mean, you know, I mean, yeah. How much poor you are. No upsetness. No upsetness at all. Nothing to be upset at all is my advice. So because the pure Dharma, the cause from cause was all the happiness. So that's happening now. So even the life is short. What's happening? Even the life is short, and this you're poor, you know. Yeah, you see. But you see, so no upsetness. No upsetness because you are able to practice Dharma. So that is this is so loving. You know, this you are poor and miserable living, yeah, but no upsetness at all. Nothing to that. Oh, then you see, because at the death time, you see, practicing Dharma now is helping death time. So death time, then after death, then happiness all the way through life to life, the happiness will go better and better to go to enlightenment. So therefore, is my heart advice. If you are able to practice Dharma, then even the life is short, even you're poor, you know, beggar poor, but no absence at all. That's my heart advice. So that means is pre-death time, or that you don't afraid to worry about nothing. It's much only happiness. Then from that life to life, you go from happiness to enlightenment. So my English is not so good, but just I try to bring the meaning, basically. But Nietzsche, very good. If you have very good English, then they see the effect of the mind is very strong. So that Chidi Dewa Bashi Hulane, Seratingi Dewa Yapona, Talo Kangeton to Saltari, Chudan Chebram with the Nindamin. Chidi Dewa Bashi Hulane, voluntarily. Only the happiness of this life, voluntarily, you know, only the happiness of this life. So the thing is, then happiness beyond from this life, up to enlightenment, all the future happiness in the value and samsara, then liberation from samsara, then enlightenment. All this you give up. All this important, all this unbelievable important, you give up. Only to achieve, only to achieve, voluntarily you have to sacrifice your life only for the happiness of this life. Only for this, you give up your life. You give up, but you give up, the happiness beyond from this life, all the future life, then liberation from samsara, then enlightenment, all you give up to achieve only the happiness of life. That's which is just a few years, few months, few weeks, a few hours, not really short. So that is like this example. So animals, cows, so to get some bundle of grass, so you see, place where there's bundle of grass, there's a precipice where the animal, where you can fall down. It's very dangerous. But in spite of that, there's a piece of grass to get it dark. Then you go through the dangers here, precipice, you see, some dangers. Then, in order to get that, you could try to go there, but without thinking all the dangers, then you fall down, you die. So, but you see, you're trying to get some bunch of grass. So animal, like that animal, no differences. This what human being does is, and what we are doing. You voluntarily take all the achieve the happiness in us. Then you give up all the happiness beyond this life. All the happiness, the value and samsara, all the happiness, whatever. Then liberation from samsara, then peerless happiness in life. All you give up, just this life happiness to Egypt. Just, there's no difference between the animal, cow, you see, animal, give up their life to get a piece of grass, at the dangerous place. No differences. This is my hard advice. So don't do like that. So they were saying. I'm asking for time. Maybe time to near death. And so maybe before I finish teaching. 단조를 지는 또 선전에 단조를 지는 또 선전에 담지 신누고 미래나 장도 고도 지대 체정 중 대라렘바 메도 닝담인 대레레 말이 대레 렘바 메도 닝담인. So next one says, so you see, you have received eight freedom transcendence, perfect in the body. In the land of jewels, land where which ground jewel? Which ground is so much more precious diamond and jewels, okay? Oh, so if you get that, then you pray. Any comfort, any material, any comfort of this life, whatever you need, by praying, due to your good karma, and then condition the jewel, you get everything is manifested, everything is materialized. Oh, so so you have a reciprocating body in the land of jewels, where you can get how many you want, Ushikran jewel, you can get how many you want. Also, you are alive. You are sojourners. You are alive by having this perpetuating body in the land of jewels, Ushikran jewels. You know, so unbelievable happy. How many you want to get, you can get. It's like that now. It's like that now. Now. You see, our human body is like that now. Like that, but you're not taking the holy Dharma like Vishikan jewel, that you get anything, comfort, whatever you want to get, praying, materialized. So, you're not practicing, you're not taking the holy Dharma, the Vishikan jewel, then you Changdo go to how much you are clever, you know, how much you are clever, I think that's Changdo go to. Yeah, clever or try to be, you know, to achieve the happiness is like you cheat others, you kill others, whatever you don't do, you cheat others and then you kill others, but steal others, to get happiness, for you to get happiness, power, also. So how much do you do? There's no more ignorant, stupid. There's no more ignorant than that. That's my heart advice. So, while you have a perfect in my body, in being alive in the land of jewels, you know, and which holy Dharma with a which ground jewel. That you can get up to enlightenment, everything, all the happiness. But not practicing that, then, you know, business or that, I say, yeah, trying so many things, you know, cheat others, kill others, whatever it is for you to get happiness. You know, saying that, yeah, you kill many million people, you get power, whatever you see. Whatever you see, clever you do it. There's no more ignorant, stupid than that. This is my heart advice. I have one uncle. I have many uncles. Uncles. So one uncle, his last visit at Kapan, he came to Kapan, and he was so surprised, because I have nothing. I'm not learning Dharma or nothing, no realizing nothing. But he said, but he was so surprised that his Holiness likes me. His Holiness close. His Holiness likes me very much. He was so surprised. He was so surprised. Why? So I don't have any quality, nothing. But his Holiness, why his Holiness like you so much? He said, my uncle, the Asang Tile. There's one thing he told me. Then this was his last visit to me. He died long. He was a monk at that time. Then he said, the Kapan monks, they become monk, then they want to stay the whole life, being a monk at Kapan Dharma. Then after some time, they will go for trekking. So they are clever, but without merit. Merit means being monks and whole life to study and practice Dharma. They have no merit. So he says, clever without merit. So clever means, you can do anything because of achieve happiness with this life. So, clever, Sunan maybe Changbo. Government, he says, Sunan maybe Changbo. So clever, but without merit. You understand? Very good to understand this one. So he says, after some time we'll go trekking. So it says, like Shabbat's main life is trekking. So he says, and they will go trekking after some time. So he said, this comment he made. His my uncle, whose talk says some test. Okay, so I think maybe I do a few lines and I stop. Then I have to do something. 최단 자네 최단 만주발 최민되지 미세 다교나 최지자비 팀라 dimse 최배랑당 돌 인담인 최단 자네 최단 만주발 you met Holy Dharma but didn't get to practice. Didn't get to accomplish, didn't get to practice for Dharma. 최단 자네, 최단 만주발, 치민되지 미세다구나. Then you pass your life. You pass your life. Non-Dharma activities. Non-Dharma activities. You pass your life. Non-Dharma activities. And 최지자비 침략 디미세스. 최지자비 침략 디미세스. When you are after death, then you're supposed to be in the like courtyard. It's Yama. You see, the king would die. The king with Dharma, so the Yama, you see, the king with Dharma, Yama. So when you are in front of him, you see, like court, you see, in front of judge also. That time, then whatever mistake you did in life, it shows that in the mirror thing. By Yama, Lord Buddha Yama shows whatever mistake you did. Everything shows. There's nothing to tell lie. There's nothing to tell lie. Everything shows. 최배랑상 도로 닝담이 최배랑상 도로 닝담이. So that time, then all your mistakes, religious persons, you're the religious persons, all the mistakes come out. So this is my advice. So it means you met Dharma, but you never practice Dharma. So you pass your life, you spend your life only by doing non-Dharma action. Then you see, when you die, then you go to the court or the from judge, the Yama. So then that time, all your your religious all the mistakes then come out. Not that you can hide. Ningbo maybe dinang chashala, Ningbo lomde go kokone, Ningbo maybe dinang chashala, Ningbo lomde go kokone, Ningbo hasu nazi mechana, Ningda ruang is Ningda mean. Ningbo maybe dinang chashala. The works of this life. Works appearance of this life, works of the appearance of this life, which has no essence, Then you involve the go cotton, go coco, involve the go coconuts. You see, you feel. Oh, I'm taking the essence. You know, you're doing something very meaningful for the life. You're doing something very meaningful. You see, but you're not doing. Reality is not. But you pride. You're doing. You're taking the essence of this life. Eh? So you cheat yourself. Go coconuts. You deceive yourself. You cheat yourself. So the essence, the divine Dharma, divine Dharma, the holy Dharma, you don't even want. Then your heart is rotten. Your heart is really rotten. Definitely rotten is my heart advice. Says, So what you've done is must practice all Dharma. So must practice all Dharma, not only believe, but we have to really know whether they're practicing Dharma or not. But so many people say, I practice Dharma, I did this book, I did Dharma, I did Dharma, I did this Dharma, I do this man, that. Oh, so many say, don't practice Dharma, oh, something to those people not doing the why, not reciting the prayer, I'm doing something. So there are many people who believe that. But you see, if you take the action, reciting mantra, reading book, Dharma books, that's nothing becomes Dharma. Nothing becomes. It's all the Dharma, non-virtue. It's all become everything but non-virtue. Didn't know what Dharma is. Didn't know what is holy Dharma, what is world Dharma. That's a big mistake. So everything but worldly Dharma, no one single holy Dharma, but they think, I've done holy Dharma, these people don't recite, don't pray, they're down on control, they respect that. But actually, so you cheat yourself whole life because you don't know what is world Dharma, holy Dharma. So even by living in the monastery, if you don't know worldly Dharma, holy Dharma, then even by living in the monastery, everything becomes holy Dharma. So only to become famous, to have many disciples, it's about the happiness of this life. Just you're doing everything for this, and then nothing becomes holy Dharma. So everything becomes golden. Okay. You have to round that. Now I do one thing. 치월은 내신 남지 참여진 주제 천의 신지 미분배 최면 자와 타다 양주대 진의 철학 방식 인담인지 치월은 내신 남지 참여진 definite to die. 치월은 내신 definite to die. 남지 참여진 when death will happen. Uncertain. At the time of death, nothing can benefit except only holy Dharma. Nothing can benefit except only holy Dharma. So therefore, give up all the non-Dharma activities. how much we can attempt Holy Dharma to practice Holy Dharma. How much you can practice Holy Dharma. Put all effort in that. Do as much as possible that my heart is rest. So that I think I must say. So there's a little bit of time. Just a little bit. All right. So, first I want to say, in the world, even they think they're Buddhist. They think they're Buddhist. You see, but through analysis, so you see, even they don't do refuge in the Dharma Sangha. Nothing, no holy objects where they meditate. It's just empty room. Just empty room. No, not even Buddha. So, you see, there are many Buddhists like that. They think they're Buddhist. Not even when they begin to practice, no refuge with Dharma Sangha. So much, so no refuge with Dharma Sangha. Reliance with Dharma, there's missing. Oh, that's the most important, most important. That's the most important basis, foundation. You see, we build a house, foundation. Missing. Wow. From where all the power, you know, what liberation from Lord and from samsara, and from Lord Nibbana, English, what you could benefit to, numberless sentiments, free from Lord Nibbana, from samsara, from Lord Nibbana, bring the English, what you could. But all this ability, what comes. So the refuge with the relying on Dharma Sangha is not there. Then you see your meditation is emptiness. Only emptiness, nothing, no bodhicitta. Properly, you never hear, if you are what mentioned British monk, but you never hear bodhicitta in your life. In your life, no matter how much you live, 100,000 years, you never hear, you have no karma to hear bodhicitta at all. Emptiness. Emptiness, the meaning of emptiness is nothing exists. Nothing exists. There's no you, there's no you, there's no Buddha Dharma Sangha. So, see, there's no you, there's no your action, there's no object, so nothing exists. So extreme nihilism. So meaning of emptiness is that. So many people like that. Nothing exists. So many people. You know, I say, wow. So, therefore, now you realize that understand the world, understanding, recognize those mistakes, wrong things, wrong practice, then you realize how you are so lucky. This is correct teaching Buddha. To meet real teaching Buddha, teaching Lama Zopa only happened much later. You could just say, don't worry. But then Lama Zopa received teachings from Madhuchiri on special on emptiness, on Tantra. But Madhuchiri is the embodiment of all the Buddha's wisdom. So sometimes people don't understand. He received teachings from Madhuchiri. Before he asked questions, Lama Umapa, the Lama Umapa asked questions to Madhuchiri. But then later Lama Zopa himself able to see Madhuchiri. They received many advice teachings from Madhuchiri directly. Many people, others, they don't know this. This Lama Zopa, he made something different. It's on the Gilugba, wow, this, on the different, this, it's like that. So you see, you analyze, you read, you analyze. You analyze, not only attachment, anger, but Gilugba, bad, ego trip, nothing. You read and think, analyze. Then you understand with the correct mind, with the straight mind, not bended mind, correct mind. Read, check. I tell you, His Holiness Sajja Khoma said, his teacher, whom from he received many teachings, is a great Bodhisattva. Great Bodhisattva. In America, he lived in America. Whenever there's an ambulance going, whenever there's an ambulance going, he recited a mantra, one mala omani pemba. Whenever he hear ambulance going, he recited one mala omani pemba immediately. So people dying or sick or whatever. So Lama went with some disciples to get Bodhisattva. Not that Lama did Bodhisattva, no, long time, but there's I forgot name. Sorry. Dakjung Rinpoche was something like that. Not completely correct. Dakjung Rinpoche. So, you know, Bodhisattva. But, you know, of course, many people think I'm Bodhisattva, but not at all. I tell, if I'm Bodhisattva, all the ants has to be Bodhisattva. I say, all the ants is Bodhisattva, even Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva, you meditate, bodhicitta, you have to exercise. And before that, you have to renunciation. You know, but just not completely empty. But I pray. When I hear, then I pray. If the person is dying, then Jiro, 3 times quoted by me, 3 times quoted by me, listen to number. May that person never be reborn, Lord. Never to be reborn, Lord. From now on. And to be on Pure Land, where he become enlightened, where he or she become enlightened. All that. If a sick person, not a sick person, then to get to recover immediately, and they say long life, healthy words. Yeah, see, generate bodhicitta, able to meet bodhicitta. Yeah, able to generate bodhicitta in this life, and then to achieve enlightenment. Oh, so I pray like that. Pray like that. As I can see. So as much as I can. So like that. But can unable to do on mala or manipemu now. So this Rinpoche. They don't Rinpoche was something like that. Great Bodhisattva, so he recited Mamala, whenever he hears an ambulance. Oh, that's an example. So Lama, some students went to Bodhisattva. Oh, so, yeah. So what I'm saying, so here, now here, you see, you're so lucky, so fortunate, you know, by looking at the, checking, looking at the world, how people, you see, wrong things, you know, even though they say that they believe they're Buddhist, but not even refute, everything is totally wrong. They spend the whole life, so many people attracted to that, you know. So that I see, so you realize, you recognize yourself how so precious, so fortunate, so unbelievable fortunate. Oh, so all of that, then, oh, yeah, you spend the whole life. Then some people, of course, meet, you know, explore with Dharma, and so, in particular, because we're Lama Zopa teaching, and, you know, wow, so, unbelievable. So to see, so you should look at the world, you know, after this, you should look at others, examine those. Yeah. What's called Zen, or all this, all the people, look at them, examine. Then you realize how you are so fortunate, the son. Do you understand? So first you realize this. Whatever Lamrim the path, train like whatever. First realize this. How you are so fortunate. Otherwise I said that. So, you see, so the Dharma practice, what you want to practice, it has been taught by Buddha. It has been taught by Buddha. You know, it came from Buddha. So, you see, water comes from the snow mountain, like the Mount College or the ocean. So, water comes from the mountain. So, like that, snow, so that Dharma that you practice came from Buddha, omniscient one. Buddha, Sanskrit, some people think of omniscient one. Oh, who has no ignorance, omniscience, direct listening, all the past, all the future, the present, no ignorance. Oh, like that. And he taught Buddha. And then middle Pandits from Nalanda, so those many Pandits, they explained what Buddha taught. They explained. Clarified. Like Nagarjuna clarified the emptiness what Buddha taught. The resort to the sixth wisdom, the hymns, the teachings, so like that, elaborated, example. Then great yogis, highly ascended yogis, all then they meditated. They had the experience. What was taught, they had the experience. All like that. You see, what you're going to practice, all should be like that. And you need to be like that. Otherwise, not taught by Buddha, nothing like this. Not Pandit sector, explain, elaborate, not the yogis and practice, actualize, not like that. Or not taught by Buddha. Or not the Pandit, those other yogis don't know. They don't know that this advice what you can practice so profound. I mean, so secret, so profound. Something found and the rock or somebody found. So how much you meditate on that, you don't achieve the result of Buddhahood. What do you want to achieve? Never find. Don't find. Then you see, you want to achieve something else, totally wrong. Some sort of So, Dharma, what you want to practice, we need to examine. Such a Pandita said, Tata no lasobe, Chusatami Nyosang, Kula Dishin Tang the Jet. Tata no lasobe, Chusatami Nyosang. Kuna deshin tangnen zhe, chede chawa chunsa tete beba chabaton, jawa tenje lenye, tabe chola raji, chede chi kaze, sanga kante meche kante kawasin. So, such a Pandita said, there are 5 great lamas such as such a Pandita said, that horse and jewels, so little bit of buying, selling, doing a little bit buying, selling, horse and jewels over there. Then you ask many people, you ask many people how this is. You examine. Even small work of this life, you put so much effort, you put so much effort, you check, me ask many people. So, says, I see you put even small work of this life, you put so much effort, but happiness beyond from this life out. You see, all this, while you are in samsara, it's all happiness, then liberation from samsara, then enlightenment. The happiness beyond from this life, all that depends on holy Dharma. That doesn't come from suicide. No, it comes from cause holy Dharma. It depends on holy Dharma. But people don't examine the Dharma. Dog finding food, like dog find food in the street, As soon as there's food, to run to eat. Imagine halal, they eat, you see? They don't examine. So what's good or bad? So like that, you see, Sangha Kanto and Mitzvah never examine bad or good. whatever food, they say, immediately run to eat that. So the Dharma never examine. Oh, what you want to practice? Never examine this. They do. They do that. They believe in that. Not so. Such a Pinta saying not like that. Not that. Not that. Okay. Then no. So maybe it's okay. I'll stop here. Probably you have to go back to home and sleep and all that. Okay. That's so just outline and just read the outline. So the this is the outline of Lamrim, but that is from that you can understand the Lama Zopa Enlightenment. Lamrim came from the Lama Zopa Enlightenment. Lama, that's the text. So after that, Lamrim came from. So Lama, that's so it should be fortunate, capable being. Fortunate, capable being. Going to the Buddhahood, the Mahayana, the supreme vehicle tradition, it should be. Shida Chambul Lura, Ganji was Sangha Satu, Tabachu Suri, Shida Chambul Lura, Tonganji Lamsa. So it should be, sorry. Propagated by great carrier, great carrier, great church, great carrier. Great charity. What? Great carrier. Charity. Charity. Great charity. Nagatuna and Asanga. Then Panyama Chimota comes to Javatunga, Tugi Chimoto, Damasama. Profound teaching. Like taking the essence, taking the heart, very heart of the unequal, glorified Lama Disha, and then who Dharma king of Tsongkhapa, who control three realms. They understanding Dharma, taking the very essence, they understand, oh, this profound Dharma. So this Lamrim, Chujifumbo Jirishitan Nimbo, Netlema Same, Chujifumbo Jirishitan Nimbo Netlem. Essence of all the 84,000 teachings, Buddha, all the essence of the vital points of the essence of the 84,000 teachings, Buddha, without missing anything, ranged gradual practice for one person to achieve enlightenment. So, before Tibet, you see, before Lama Zopa wrote, Lama Zopa came in Tibet, embodied in the Lamrim doctrine. Before then, you see, if they practice under, they can practice with it. If they practice with it, they can practice under hot. They regard like hot and cold. And so many wrong understandings, of Tantra. So some pandits came from India wearing a blue shandap and something, spread, then wrong understanding, wrong views. So then, since Lama Zopa was embodied by Trisong Tenzin, in Tibet, then Kasore, then embodied by Lama Yeshu, then Kasore, then as Lama Yeshu went to look for gold from an offering to Lama Zopa from Nalanda to embody in Tibet, So he sent I think I'm sure the translator might be. So he sent to make offering to him, but didn't get to meet even Lama Zopa. So didn't get to make offering. So then, send some intelligent young students to Nalanda to educate, so to learn Sanskrit.
不好意思。
and anyway, then again he went to look for gold. Liu, the two types of the Liu, Nepal, Nepal. So went to look for gold, and then as the irreligious king of that country, then captured king and put the Lama Zopa king in prison. So then Changzhu, I think cousin, Changzhu, the relative, Lama Zopa's relative Changzhu. Changzhu offered all the gold to the irreligious king. So when he piled up, the size of the head is missing. So he said, size of the head is missing. Then didn't allow King the Lama Zopa to be free from prison. Then Lama Zopa told Changzhu, don't give even one handful of gold to the irreligious king. I'll pass in the prison. So he sent a message to Lama Zopa to spread Dharma in Tibet. So he passed away in the prison. Then he asked Lama Zopa to meet in next life. So like that. Then Kasore Nasola Zawa, I think, went and offered all the gold and able to meet it. Then Lama Zopa explained everything, all the problems in Tibet and all the Dharma degeneration, all the problems. Then Lama Zopa listened to everything, and then Lama Zopa, then then he made a request to Tara. So Lama Zopa, everything he asked Tara. So he asked Tara, if you went to Tibet, it's going to be beneficial or not. Then Tara said, yeah, of course your life will be highly beneficial in Tibet, but your life will be shorter. I think your life will be, I think, 7 years shorter in Tibet. If you go to Tibet, you will have benefit, but your life will be much shorter. So then Lama says, oh, I don't mind. If my life is going to benefit, my life is short, that doesn't matter. So the Lama decided to come to Tibet. So come through Nepal. Then you wrote to Lamrim, the path to enlightenment. Then, after knowing all problems, and then, you see, the 4,000 teachings of Buddha integrated into the less well teachings, and then Great Vehicle Teaching Sutra, Great Vehicle Teaching Tantra. So then you see, he says, by writing the Lamrim, the path to enlightenment, he shows completely all this is for one person, not contradictory each other. So all this for one person to achieve enlightenment. Gradual practice, all this for one person to achieve enlightenment. All like that. You see, then all this misconception about Tantra, all this completely stopped by writing Lama writing Lamrim, the path to enlightenment. Oh, then Buddhism became correct in Tibet. So the essence of the 84,000 teachings, the essential, the vital essence, the 84,000 teachings, without anything missing, is arranged in the graduate practice, one person to achieve enlightenment. I just mentioned there. All right. Then we finish. Then, to show the reference, the commentary of the Great Path to Enlightenment, to show the references, how it's pure references, the Dharma, the Lamrim there, then talking all the qualities of the author of the author of the Lamrim, so the Lama that says all the qualities. Born with perfect caste, then without the found qualities, and the other story, then it's very completely pure. Then how did he walk? How did he walk with teaching of Buddha, India and Tibet? And then, then second, in order to rise devotion to the instruction, the teaching, the quality of Dharma, holy Dharma. This Dharma, which has two qualities: how to listen, how to explain, how to lead the disciple gradually by the actual teaching. So, in order to have devotion to the teaching, to the instruction, teaching, then the quality of Dharma. So this Lamrim teaching has 4 qualities. In the three special qualities, with these 3 special qualities, then this is extraordinary than other teachings, other philosophy teachings. There are the 4 qualities of this Lamrim teaching. Is what is that? It's so important to understand. Quality, all the teachings, the realizations and the transmitted teachings, nothing, all these different teachings, nothing connected to each other. All this quality without contradiction, all these teachings without contradiction each other. So that's first quality. Then every teaching Buddha, then quality, the second quality is every teaching Buddha appear in the instruction. Then third, then quality, immediately you realize the view of the Buddha. The fourth quality, then then naturally stops the great vices, heavy nigdharma, great vices. So I just I'm not going through. I'm just going the outlines and then just get an idea. So you see, it's related to the outline of Lamrim, but it's all that benefit is all that benefit you get from Lamrim by studying practicing Lamrim, limited past generation. Yeah. Then if you don't meet the Lamrim teaching, then all the teaching Buddha doesn't appear in this instruction. Yeah. Not appearing, unable to appear the Buddha's teachings as an instruction, that's because you didn't have understanding of the Lamrim. If you have understanding of Lamrim, all the teaching, all the philosophical, all the Buddha's teaching, all the philosophers, all those, all you are able to integrate into Lamrim, all the philosophical teachings. So Madhamika, anything Vinaya, Kasur, Abhidhamma Kocha, Tamanamte, Babashika, all are you are able to integrate into Lamrim and you're able to practice. You're able to integrate into Lamrim, then you're able to practice. So then that time, every teaching the appear instruction. Quality, immediately understand view of the Buddhas. That's particularly you see. All the 4 schools talks according how much they understand. You see. Truth, you know, truth, emptiness. But you see, even the Madhyamika, the Kasa person, Sautandrika, you see, even that realization of that is you can't cut the root of samsara, the ignorance. You can cut. You can't eliminate the root of samsara, the ignorance. Can't cut even that, even by that realization. So that realization is on the aggregates, there's no I at all. There's no I from there at all. There's no I from there at all. But there's I on that. You see, there's no I from that, but there's I on that. So powerfully. By name or thought, by thought or something. So powerfully, I is on the aggregates. But there's no aggregates. There's no I from the aggregates at all. But there's I on that, I guess. Oh, there's a realization like that. So you see, the mistake is this. There's no I from there. Yes, the sun. Yes, but there's I on the aggregates. Oh, so strong. So that's mistake. You didn't get to realize the person's view or mistake that. So there's I on the aggregates. So powerful. So, you see, there's no real I on the aggregates. There's a middle level I. There is a middle level I. Because there's base aggregates, world-based aggregates. The table is not world-based for the I. World-based aggregates. You see, because there's a world-based, so there is label I, taktu exists. You see? So that's correct. That's the person who gets view. Oh, correct. You see? Oh, then that kind of realization of the dependent arising, subtle dependent arising, it exists. It exists, but its light doesn't exist. So, so, it's empty of real, it's empty of real one, real I, but it is not totally non-existent, not that. It exists, but it is like non-existent. This is, so you see, that emptiness, empty at the same time it exists. Dependent rising. Is it dependent rising? At the same time it's empty. So it's like that. Yeah. So when you realize the person is empty, so then you realize you immediately find the view of the Buddhas. And then you I mentioned it, and I finished the last outline. For example, about the Dharma, so have become, you see, that is when you are Theravada, so you criticize minor teaching not taught by Buddha, Tantra teaching not taught by this Hindu Tantra, blah 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 blah. So you give up the devotion to those teachings. So that's the aversion of the Dharma. So you are mindless, then Buddha teaching Theravada, Hinan teaching, you abandon this Hinan teaching, so you abandon devotion to that. So that is the abandoned holy Dharma. Then you are practicing Tantra, or you criticize Sutra, minor Sutra, no good, blah, 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 blah. So you renounce the devotion, to that. So all those aboriginal Dharma are so similar for Sajak, so they taught, Buddha teaching taught. Then you see, this is not good. Then there's the similar also aboriginal Dharma. So the aboriginal Dharma, if you did, for example, somebody, teacher explain you teachings on emptiness, you don't understand. Or instead of saying, I don't understand now, but hope I can understand future. Instead of that, then, this one doesn't help to me. This one no good. This one doesn't help me. I give up. You give up the devotion to that. So that's abandoned holy Dharma. Emptiness. Another teaching. You don't understand. This is no good. This I don't understand. No benefit from me. You give up from devotion to that teaching. Abandoned holy Dharma. That's for us so easy to happen. So negative karma is how we think about the king of the concentration. In the world, anybody in the world, then destroy all the strippers. Then they did offering holy objects, means statues, scripture, scripture, temples, you destroy everything in this world. Somebody who abandoned Sutra, abandoned holy Dharma, this is a much more heavy negative karma. Then it says, anybody who killed the Arahats, how many Arahats? Equal in number of the saint glands of Ganga. So this I don't know what the Indian River Ganga or Pacific Ocean. If it's benefits Bodhicitta, I think so that is the Pacific Ocean, not the Indian River Ganga. So killing others equal in number of the sand of the river Ganga. Wow, wow, wow. Then abandon holy Dharma. This one is far more greater heavy negative karma than killing others equal in number of the sin glands of the river Ganga. You understand? Wow. Then there are so by studying Lamrim, these things completely stops. Naturally stops those heavy negative karma. The three qualities of Lamrim. Then don't you soon something just doing it then just my time. Don't you soon something just doing it then just my time. And Lamrim shows all the teaching of the Sutra Tantra, you see, condensed inside. The subject, nothing missing. Therefore, subject, nothing missing. Then second, same division, but so mainly is present, Lamrim, mainly is presented, is revealed, presented to subdue the mind. Mainly presented the way, how to subdue the mind, mainly in that way. So easy to practice. Therefore, easy to practice. Then next one. Shinda Chimbo Niji Rula Keba Lama Niji Tambi Timi Lushini Keba the Papa is it is adorned, these Lamrim teachings adorned two lamas who are expert in the traditional teaching by the true carriers, true carrier, true carriers. This is a far greater, special benefit than other tradition. So the Kasari Lama Zopa said, Sura Kunji Ningbo Dudua. All the teaching Buddha essence and brevity is condensed to the this you read one time when listen, you get collections of benefits. Explaining Holy Dharma and the listening Holy Dharma. So, yeah, even just reading Lamrim one time or when you listen. So the whole Holy Dharma, you see, explaining or listening, you get benefits. So it condensed great, unbelievable subject. So teaching Buddha. So definitely, so I think this. So the second quality, we are experiencing so much suffering in samsara, is by the mind, one's mind. Then you achieve the liberation of samsara, ultimate happiness, everlasting happiness, the enlightenment, all the happiness. Who achieve the happiness is the mind. It's your mind. So to subdue the mind, there's no other than Lamrim. To subdue the mind, there's no other teaching than Lamrim. So this Lamrim teaching, so mainly to method to subdue the mind. So easy to practice. So this teaching is by adorned, very special, with the Lama Rinpoche, who is the expert in the Nagatana tradition, and the Lama Silingpa, who is expert in the Asanga teaching. So, Lamrim teaching is adorned by this two teaching through Lamas. So this Lama Zopa said, the teaching quality, even the Abhidhamma doesn't have the three qualities. Even the Guya Samaja doesn't have the three qualities. The Sutta Tantra, all the subject condensed, it doesn't have it. And this is taught, this Lamrim teaching taught mainly to subdue the mind. Then I say, stop here. So the natural result, all that. So anyway, the true way to understand, by explaining this, the way to understand how important Lamrim, from where the Lamrim teaching came. Lamrim, how that is so important. What is that in practice? Thank you very much. Is there some question? Or some? Is some question? What's that?
Rinpoche?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some questions, one from China.
Yeah.
The question is, when I feel disturbed mentally by outside world, when I get worried, it is very powerful. Although I think in my heart that I think this is wrong and unreasonable, but it is hard to shake it in the face of the powerful mental disturbance. May I ask Rinpoche what I can do to apply against this at a time when it arises?
Somebody can repeat to me?
Shall I repeat, Rinpoche?
What's that? Can you repeat to me?
Yeah. When the question from China student, he says, when I feel disturbed mentally by the outside world, he gets very worried, and that worry is very powerful, and it disturbs his mind. He knows this is wrong and unreasonable, but he finds it very difficult to shake it in the face of the mental disturbance. So he asked Rinpoche, what can he do to apply against this at the time when it comes up?
One answer is to use subtle dependent arising. It is merely labeled about mind. Use that. The emptiness. That means emptiness. So there's no real I. There's no real I existing from its side. Total hallucination is not there. And then you see real action, the I is not exists from it's not there. And the object, real object, existing from its side is not there. So you see, receiving harm. Since you're not there, since your real you is not there, then how is it possible? You see, real you receive harm from others. No way. So real you is not there. So the object to receive harm is not there. So the harm giver is not there. Real harm giver is not there. You see, real harm giver exists from inside is not there. It's hallucination. So if you're able to think, that's immediate, that's incredible, that's just so fast. So nothing there. The real what you believe is nothing there. Even the atom, size of the atom is not there. So meditate on that. So then that helps you to free from all the anxiety, all the problem, fears, all that things. So that's one thing. Then there can be other methods. There can be other methods. There can be other, actually one thing. You see. So, Buddha Chavatara said, if one didn't harm others, nobody harmed you. Now, see, if you didn't harm others, nobody will harm you. That's you see. Cause in the past, nobody harmed you didn't harm anybody. So result, nobody can harm you. That's every day we should practice mindfulness in that. Whenever there's harm or help, help is a benefit, you see? Because in past life you benefit others. So as a result, then others benefit, So in the past you didn't harm others. So in the past you harmed others, now you're receiving harm. So Buddha Chavatara's syntax, you see, even if you didn't harm others, nobody can harm you. So they remember that. It's been. Dage leji kuchi na dala naje dejunde. Te semde nyalto na dage tata malakim. So this is very important. My karma persuaded. Dage leji kuchi na dala naje. Therefore I receive Dharma. Dala naje dejunde. Tewe semde nyalto na dage tata malakim. So the person is harmed oneself. Because in the past you harmed, your karma persuaded, so that person harmed you. That means that person created negative karma. By harming you, created negative karma. So now the person is in the human realm, but that makes a person to be born in the hell realm. To disappear from the human realm, born in the hell realm. So whose fault is it? Your fault. You see, if you didn't harm, your negative karma, didn't pursue the person in the past, then the person wouldn't won't harm you now. So that person won't go to the hell realm. So it's completely you caused. You are the one who caused to bring the hell realm. Whole of the hell realm. So therefore, even reciting one mala or manipemu, whatever you can do, whatever, so many ways, at least dedication, dedicating your merits, past, present, future merits, and all the sin damage, three-time merits, all the Buddha system, dedicated for the person to not be born hell realm, to be free with samsara, to achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. Then you pray, even one mala or manipemu, whatever you can do. Reading the Heart Sutra, Dharma Sutra, so many good, you know, to not be reborn. So you pray, whatever you can help that person to not be born, do that. So the compassion rises. This is your mistake. Your compassion is angry. No, what's it to get angry? No way. So only compassion rises. That's very good. That's okay. That's very good to develop somebody who have, then you use that to develop compassion. It's angry. Then also, one more quotation, I don't remember the words, but I know the meaning. See, now, with this incredible logic sent by Shanti, is the small things, I don't remember exactly, the small things cause angry, you get angry. Okay? So, angry, but angry, is it get angry, or that makes to be reborn in hell and suffer for eons, suffer for a long time in the eons. So you think, don't think it's a small problem. I don't like it. So instead of thinking that, you think if you get angry, you're getting angry now. That makes you born. Lord, then unbelievable suffering for eons, all this. Then you see. So you don't get. So therefore you don't get angry. So don't think about this small thing. You just think the angry or the cause to hell and suffering. So so you don't get angry. You don't get angry. That's logic, incredible logic. I don't know what about there, but that's the meaning. Okay, so that you free yourself from the anger. Ba 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 ba. So which makes you to burn and suffer. It was ba 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 ba. Oh, this small problem is nothing. Okay, you understand? Okay, that's all. Okay, that's it. Huh?
Rinpoche, you want another question, is it?
Yeah, one question, then please.
Okay. From the Russian student, why hum in the hum mantra is a sign of mind? Why is the mind in the chest area? Why color is blue?
Can you repeat?
Rinpoche, the Russian student is asking, why hum in the hum mantra is a sign of mind? Why is the mind in the chest area? Why is the color blue?
Huh? What's the color blue?
Blue, blue.
What's that? Blue.
Blue.
Yeah. I don't know exactly, but it may be related to 5 Dhyana Buddha colors. 5 Dhyana Buddha color. Auspiciously is blue. Amitabha is red, and the white Bharatana is white. So maybe some relation to that. So yeah, but the Omahung, why you visualize Omahung is a, you see, you are deity. You are the deity. Sorry, what you're going to achieve in the future, it become now. You become that now. So that's a tantra practice. What you're going to become in the future, you vision now it has happened. That's tantra practice. That's the tantra practice, yeah. So, so your body is all the Buddha's holy body, and your speech is all the Buddha's holy speech. Your mind is all the Buddha's holy mind. So think of Oma Hung. I think my own understanding is that. The message, you see, either you visualize there, that is all yourself, and that yourself deity, then that your embodiment of your body is all the Buddha's holy body. Your speech, all the Buddha's holy speech. Your mind, the only Buddha, all the Buddha's holy mind. I think it's why visualize Omahung. I think it's a great meaning. Yeah. Okay. That's all. That's all. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Did all the participants which are married to normally send them numberless Buddhas. May the Bodhicitta, source of all the happiness and success, enlightenment for oneself, for every sentient being, may be generated in the one's mind, in the mind of numberless helpings, hungry ghosts, animals, human beings, as well as human beings, in everyone's heart. So even you have dogs and birds and pets and snakes and whatever pets you have, isn't it? You think of general Buddhists in their heart, your parents, your family. Okay? Thank you. Oh, then that Buddhist generated and become Buddhist generated. What is in others' heart and may be increased. Oh, Chanjo Semenjo Rinpo Chema Jeba Anayan Jejo Jeba Nyamba Yameba Egone Kondo Tara Kunda Jawa Tunga Vete Joshini Ngozo Sevete Javenga Baramsati Keje Tanyang Jawa Amado Panjalama Jigo Jindawa Kutam Kutse Sedashi Keje Zenjo Sampo Jindawa Tandra Nanda Sujo Varasu Panjalame Nambatawala Keje Tanyang Lota Mikeja Jinselebo Lame Jena Samla Chubarashu Abatansu Amagava Ijin Abasa Jesenjera Wakundeme Did all the past, the best of the man to close the man to close by numberless Buddha. The war, famine, disease, torture, poverty, all those sufferings in the world be totally pacified right now. And may the dangers of earth, water, fire, wind, all this, that's so much problem happening around the world, different countries, on. People suffer so much. All the children pacify, all the problems pacify immediately. So you dedicate your medicine. Oh, then guess when did you all the past the best way to manage to collect by material damage to collect by numberless and numberless Buddhas? Any sentient being who see me, touch me, remember me, think of me, hears my voice, and any sentient being that I see, that I remember, that I touch it, or hear voice, that just by that may all the sentient beings suffering be pacified immediately. And they achieve perfect peace, happiness, enlightenment, by general love, kindness, compassion, Buddhism in everyone's heart. Oh, then did you all the past, the present, future, marriage, to close by me, 3 times marriage, to close by numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas, that which exists in the mere name. It exists, but it like doesn't exist. So it's unbelievable subtle. means I who exists in the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood. Which exists in the mere name. The sentence means who exists in the mere name. To that Buddhahood which exists in mere name. By myself alone, who exists also in the mere name. And dedicate, as a three-time Buddhist dedicated the merits, I dedicate all my merits in the same way. Jamblam Bave Chita Jamba Da Gunda Sambo Diyan Dejin Da Gunje Jeton Dalo Jengawa Dida Tanzere Tatan Shebe Jawa Tamji Jungwa Gangla Chutungwa Yen Daye Geve Tawati Sambo Jeje Ratungwa Renje Tende Jima Jama Dabazo and the Manzu Jama Jama Sama Sama Kunda Sama Tende Jima and the Manamazu Jasama Kunda Sama Tende Jima Jama Manamazu Java and Jasama Kunda Sama Tata Amazda when the son to the Zamisa Tata Amazda when the son to the Zamisa Tata Amazda when the son to the Zama Tata Amazda when the son to the Zamisa Tata Amazda when the son to the Zamisa Tata Amazda when the son to the Zamisa Tata Amazda the Zamika so Namana, that's what Minjila Bri Javala Chas Namana, Modamana Javala Chasalo, Mijin Seji, Javich, Lata, Tender Ruame, Dagalata Dava to the Canada, maybe Nigundu Parajo. Chidin come this, Pende Mondo Bakan Leche, some patient, Semetin Jasola, Semetin Jasola, put attention to Shelondu.
Chao Son Cha Xin Chang Go Gao Wei Ten Xin Kyung Pe Wei Kon So Do Bo Se Cho Som Ko Wei Le Mo To Jo Ba Da So Do Je Go Do Cha De Shu.
Before you recite it, I think Dasu Koche Terra times the Gonjos Nanamas. Gonjos Sumbu, you the Chavala, he said.